I'm about to give away $2,500. You see, I just completed a 6-month challenge with 143 competitors. The challenge? Build a brand new site using artificial intelligence content. The winner? The person who gets the most organic traffic after 6 months. I'm about to reveal who won the $2,500, along with how much traffic their site is getting, their strategies, and more. 6 months ago, I wanted to motivate my audience to start an online business, any kind of business. So I polled my audience to see what sort of project they would be most excited about working on. The options ranged from selling digital downloads on Etsy to buying and flipping Amazon pallet returns. However, the idea that got the most votes was to build a brand new site using AI content. And so the stage was set. 143 people from all over the world committed to try building a site for 6 months to get the most organic traffic and compete for the $2,500.
My name is Nadia from livingofcloud.com, and I live in Montreal, Canada.
Hi, I'm Nel. I'm from Indonesia.
Super excited to be entering this challenge.
I think the AI content challenge is interesting.
So I'm really up for this challenge to see what AI can do in terms of ranking.
The rules of the challenge were pretty simple. You must start a new site on a new domain, not an aged or expired domain. Rule 2, you must use AI to create the content. Human editing is just fine and in fact encouraged. And rule 3, you can build links if you want and do any other type of promotion of your site. I didn't set any rules around which AI tools to use or how much AI content to publish. I let the participants decide what strategy they wanted to follow. However, I did bring in a couple of AI experts to share their tips and their strategies. To say there was a little excitement surrounding this challenge would be an understatement. The official start date was September 20th, 2023. It just so happens that Google's helpful content update started rolling out on September 14th and ended on September 28th. Without knowing, we started an AI content challenge right in the middle of one of the largest Google updates ever rolled out. The final end date of the challenge? April 1st, 2024. So the challenge just happened to end right in the middle of the Google March Core update, also projected to be one of the largest updates. That Google Core update is still happening now. So the incredible timing of this challenge is interesting to say the least, and as I'll discuss, this definitely impacted some of the results. All right, let's go over a quick recap of the first few months of this 6-month challenge, and then I promise I will reveal the big winner in just a bit. After the first 72 days, we already had a couple of participants that were getting over 1,000 organic visitors a month. Sure, 1,000 visitors a month is not that much, but for a new site, it really is not that bad. In fact, Jennifer Regan was in the lead with 8,500 organic clicks from Google in just the second full month. Now that is incredible. However, what was also fascinating to see was just how quickly people started giving up.
Never mind, I quit.
After just 2 months, nearly a third of all participants had stopped reporting their progress. After 3 months, we were down to only about 53 people reporting out of the original 143 participants. However, the organic traffic had grown significantly for those still participating. Jennifer was in the lead with 6,267 organic visitors for the month, and Tanya and Victoria not far behind. In month 4, Edward came onto the scene strong and published AI content en masse. In fact, he published over 7 million articles and was in the lead with 22,800 organic visitors. And I published a full video on this update so you can see that. But most other competitors had published about 100 to 300 articles on average. However, at the 5-month mark, Edward's site was hit hard by a penalty and was getting hardly any visitors by the end of the month. He technically still had the most organic traffic for month 5 with about 18,600. Unfortunately, Jennifer's site was also hit with a penalty towards the end of March and was not able to recover. I suspect that a few other people were hit with a Google penalty in February and March as well. Why? One thing that I did not mention, that I'm actually starting a new challenge, but this is a challenge for the Niche Pursuits community members only. And this is a Google Discovered challenge. So we're getting away from, AI content and strictly SEO. but I want to see how much traffic people can generate from Google Discover. And I've already brought in several experts. In fact, I brought in Tony Healy, did an hour-long call with community members where people could ask live Q&A. I brought in Lily Ray that gave an excellent presentation on how to get started with Google Discover, but what she's seeing with big brands that really scale that. And then we've done other calls within the community. So if you wanted to join the Google Discover Challenge and join the Niche Pursuits community, you do need to be a paying member there. You just go over to community.nichepursuits.com. You can see what that is all about. There's a lot more than just this challenge going on, calls with experts. There's also masterminds, a private Discord channel, and a lot that we are doing to help bloggers and niche publishers grow their businesses together. So head on over to community.nichepursuits.com and look at the rest of the results for this AI content challenge. Thank you. So the 6th month just finished and the challenge is officially complete. We had 3 competitors that were very close at the end. In 3rd place was Edward with a second site. His first site was 7 million articles, got penalized, but he had been building a second site the entire time. The second site got 10,103 organic visitors in the final month. And he only published 6,200 articles with this second site. In 2nd place was Tanya. Tanya was near the lead the entire 6 months and revealed that her site was in the recipes niche. She published a total of 342 articles using AI and got 10,505 organic visitors in month 6. And that brings us to our big winner. In 1st place was Victoria Cornell with 12,398 organic visitors in the final month. In total, Victoria's site got 15,398 visitors in the final month of the challenge. So what was Victoria's strategy? Well, here's what she said.
I posted continuously. I didn't want to post a ton of posts, but more than I could if it was just like a writer, editor, me writing them. So I think it ended up around 250, 260 posts on that site in 6 months, which I think is a good amount. If I could do it again, I probably would have done a little bit more, maybe 2 or 3 a day, maybe. But I mean, who's to say? I don't know why Google is so far okay with this site. I did human edit everything, so it wasn't just a click and post. It was edited by somebody afterwards. And again, I think the keyword research and the backlinking really helps. So far, if the site is doing well, I'm going to continue to grow it. I'm going to do what I'm doing. I might start to maybe try and post a little bit more, do some more keyword research, keep those backlinks going to the posts, and I'm just going to see what happens. I am going to try and diversify a little bit more with like Flipboard and other social media channels and see if I can get traffic from other places. I'm hoping that since Google seems to like this site, I'm going to kind of look into Google Discover and see how I can do that, maybe build some more web stories to it. I only started doing web stories to the site, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's it. The AI contest, I think, was a great success. I'm really happy for it. I think it was a great experience, and I hope everyone had fun.
Victoria published a total of 234 articles during the 6-month period, and each of these articles were highly edited. She did not just let the AI tools spit out content and then copy and paste it. I do think that is one reason for her success. Another reason is that she focused on link building as well. At the time of this recording, her site has about 200 referring domains and a DR of 26. And Ahrefs is definitely shaping up exactly how you want a site's traffic graph to look. What AI tool did Victoria use to generate all of her content? A lot of people have been asking that. And so I reached out to her and she mentioned that she used Koala AI. Koala AI is a tool, of course, that helps you generate AI content using ChatGPT, whatever the latest model is, and then has some of its own secret sauce as well. Victoria gave me full access to her Google Search Console and Google Analytics, so I can confirm that her numbers and her site are indeed legit. Here, let's take a quick look at some of her stats. So here's a look at her Google Search Console that shows a nice steady incline ever since the project started over a period of 6 months, with a possible little bit of a decline here in the March core update. But overall, March does appear to be relatively flat. As you can see, here is her Google Search Console getting a little over 11,300 visitors from Google in just the month of March. It appears to be relatively flat for the month. And this shows her total traffic in Google Analytics, just a little over 15,000 visitors for the month, which obviously most of that is coming from organic sources. And so if we actually take a look at the overall sources of traffic, it's pretty interesting here. About 12,000, as I mentioned, coming from Google Organic, but her second largest source of traffic is from Flipboard, referral traffic. She had about, if you add the two columns up here, just over 3,000 visitors from Flipboard. But she also had traffic from Bing, DuckDuckGo, Yahoo, Ecosia, and maybe some other places, but those were all the search engines. And so in total, almost 13,000 organic visitors coming to her site in the month of March. So I guess all that is left for me to do is mail over this $2,500 to Victoria. Sure hope she gets it. I do want to thank everyone that participated in this challenge, and especially the 23 people that made it through the entire 6 months. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to subscribe.